Hi there, I'm Stephanie Hanlon. For over 30 years, I've had the privilege of supporting athletes in a multitude of sports to become their very best. At Quantum Speed, our philosophy is grounded in doing whatever it takes to support the person to become all they can be, so that the player becomes, of course, bigger, faster, stronger, smarter, and better looking. We know beyond any doubt your game, your sport, it's your vehicle to get where you want to go in life. Growing and learning as a person is key. Becoming a unique, talented, educated contribution, that's the real end game. Your sport is the vehicle that gets you there. It's not the end game. If it is, then we really need to chat. Today's Quantum Moment is brought to you by your friends at ProSkate Edmonton. So, getting ready for competition, whether it's the upcoming Minor Hockey Week, your playoffs, a weekend tournament, a local or international skating event, preparation and planning are the key to the win. Here are the top 3 things I've discovered successful world-class athletes, including NHL hockey players and Olympic-level figure skaters, have in common when it's getting close to competition time. You might be surprised, so write this down or take a note on your smartphone because it's not very obvious or sexy. Number 1, champions are organized. Number 2, champions manage their energy and they're selfish with their time. Number 3, they navigate chaos and they harness adversity. Let's drill down on it a bit. Number 1, champions are organized. What does that mean? But they're organized in the areas that they're successful in and they love to do. This doesn't mean that their sock drawer is color coordinated or all their Christmas cards are sent out in time. What it means is that they take the time to plan what they're going to do and then they execute the plan. Number 2, as an athlete, selfish is not a dirty word. Being self-centered or rude, well, that's a way different story. But putting yourself first when it comes to creating your environment, organizing your time, your energy, your gear, your food, is what you have to do as you get closer to the event. It's 100% required. For example, make sure your homework is done, make sure you get the correct amount of sleep, that you wind down extra strenuous activities if you can a day or 2 before, remove distractions like computer games or midnight Netflix binges, and then you increase your water intake. You eat good calories, you take good snacks throughout the day, and especially make sure all of your equipment is checked and it's game ready. No one should be really doing this stuff for you. My thought is, if you want the joy of the win, start with owning your own preparation and planning time. It doesn't matter what level you play or how old you are. There's no time like the present to begin taking responsibility for your choice to play your game. One of our rules at Quantum Speed is if you're 10 years old or older, you tie your own skates and you pack and carry your own bag to and from the rink. Pretty harsh, hey? But nothing's more frustrating for a coach or an instructor to hear the excuse, "Oh, my dad forgot to pack my shoulder pads," or "my mom didn't do this," or "my mom didn't do that," when your performance issues show up. Come on, you're the athlete. It's your game, your results, your outcome. Your experience is 100% dependent on you. For example, if you know you need at least 2 hours before a game or an event to get grounded, warmed up, mentally prepared, it's really up to you to set your plan to include what is important to you. So unless you're an NHL hockey player, 2 hours is not realistic since there's things like school and other things to consider, but hopefully you get my drift. So hey, it's simple to figure out. Game times are usually posted well in advance, and the sooner you begin to understand what you need to do to get yourself ready, the sooner you can get your own routine down. Then trust and follow your routine. Tweak it as needed, but this takes a whole bunch of drama out of your prep time. Also, if you know what music grounds you or pumps you up, you create your own playlist and then listen to it on the way to the rink, to the field, whatever. Everyone in the dressing room does not always agree on pre-game music, as we know. So here's number 3. As we all know, stuff happens. Stuff just happens. It happens before, during, after your event, all the time. But for some reason, the bigger the competition, the bigger the stuff that happens seems to be. You know what I mean? That stuff can be good, bad, or neutral. It depends what you think it means and how you frame it. For us, harnessing adversity means to use the energy of any drama or bizarre thing that occurs to use it to your advantage instead of letting it shut you down. This is a high-level mental toughness skill. Not everybody has, but believe me, everyone can learn it. And you may notice I didn't say avoid or control chaos and ignore adversity. That's because that stuff's a fact of life. The more energy you use trying to not feel the fear, not be nervous, or ignore things that seem to be going wrong, the more energy is actually wasted. Why not use that energy? Use it like fuel, because that's what it is, fuel. You may not like how it shows up, but if you learn how to use it, honestly, you have a huge advantage over others who don't understand this trick. Remember, stuff will always happen. But if you can realize that even though it happens, it's not happening to you, unless you take it on and let it take you down. So have a great time planning and preparing, and use your pre-event time to help you win. So please give us a call or email anytime if you want any more information on what was being presented here, or if you want to book your upcoming spring or summer Q3 process. See you next time for another Quantum Moment. I'm Stephanie Hanlon.